This morning, more and more Central Ohio pools, they are opening for the summer. I feel like everywhere I go, I see somebody in a bathing suit. They got their
sunscreen.
towels. Yep.
This morning, Cameron Fontana, he is learning tips on how you can stay safe when going for a dip in the pool. Hey, Cam, you look good.
You know what, Adam? There's no better way to spend a Friday than at the pool. So today, since the kids are out, we're at Hilliard Family Aquatic Center to not only tour the facility, talk about how you can bring your family out here, but we're also going to share some tips, everything from getting ready, sunscreen, CPR here at the pool. So it's going to be fun and educational. It's going to be the pool and the cool. So we'll see you at 7:20 in our next segment, guys. I'm going to play in the water till then.
All right, it's going to be a great day to get out there and go for a swim if you want. So many of the pools are opening up.
Cameron Fontana is learning some tips on how you can stay safe when you're out at the pool this morning. Cameron, how many laps have you done so far?
0, Adam. In my mind, I've done 100 because we're watching United Swim Association in the pool right now practicing. But this is going to be a fun day here in Hilliard because, one, we're going to tour the facility, but also bringing some safety tips thanks to Anastasia. How you doing, Anastasia?
Great. How are you?
Good. So the very first one, we want to start with our viewers, which is something that Edwin and I learned we've been doing wrong all week. You get spray sunscreen, which is great, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, when you put it on, here, done, right?
You would think so,
Okay.
but often you actually still need to rub in spray sunscreen.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Now,
Yeah.
why is that?
Because it actually kind of sprays on uneven. So if you spray it down the center of your arm, right here it's going to be really concentrated, and then out here it's not going to be as concentrated.
And it's going to be all blotchy too, right?
Absolutely.
Tip number 2 with spray sunscreen that Edwin and I did not know about.
Yes.
We've been doing all week. Spraying on our face.
You're supposed to spray it on your hands first and then rub it on your face.
And if you just take the time, it says that in the directions. And then is spray sunscreen just as good as normal sunscreen?
Yeah, absolutely. It's also much more convenient to put on, I think. It's a lot lighter.
Yeah.
It feels better. So it really doesn't matter what kind of sunscreen you use as long as you make sure that it is rubbed in and that you are even.
And how often should you apply sunscreen?
You should apply sunscreen, I think, every time you get in and out of the water. Obviously, it is waterproof, but you should reapply throughout the day as much as you can. Absolutely.
All right. Well, first tip, guys, we showed you how to use sunscreen properly. Many of you might know, you might not know some of these tips, but that's what we want to do today, help you as much as we can. And we got more coming up after the break on Good Day Columbus. Stick with us. I'm going to keep applying this correctly.
Okay, Cameron's at the pool. He's definitely being safe. I don't think he has to deal with that situation this morning.
Cameron, let us know right away. Well, Cameron.
Cameron,
Yes.
Cameron.
is that pool water clean?
Yes.
Okay.
We thought so.
Yes. Very, 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 very clean. And this is cool because you come out here to Hilliard and there's so much to do. Like we said, we're giving you cool pool safety tips. We learned about sunscreen next. But also I want to learn about the facility. So Anastasia, where are we right now?
We are in the Lazy River.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So what are the rules of the Lazy River? Because I know we're breaking one right now, but for TV it's okay.
We are breaking one right now. So one of the rules in the Lazy River is that you cannot link tubes together because it gets all clogged up and then somebody can get caught underneath your tubes, and that's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Also, you can only use one tube at a time, and all tubes must be completely see-through. If you see that both of our tubes right now are completely clear, it's just so if anything is underneath them, you can see it. It just keeps people from getting trapped
that's
under.
safety.
So absolutely.
Okay, so some more cool pool tips, because again, safety is cool. What type of food should people bring out to the pool if they want to eat?
I would recommend bringing like fruits and vegetables. They have a high water content, and keeping yourself hydrated is really important.
Okay.
I would say, try to avoid hot foods just because that increases your risk of a heat-related illness. It's okay if you have a hot food every once in a while, but keeping yourself cool, keeping yourself hydrated is really important.
And the whole eat, wait 30 minutes to go swimming, you told me is not true, right? Which is blowing my mind today.
It's not true necessarily. I still wouldn't recommend eating a huge meal and then diving right in the pool because you don't.
A foot-long sub and just dive right in.
Right, because you don't want to get sick. But otherwise, really, it's to your discretion.
Right.
But yeah, there's no rule of a specific amount of time you should wait.
There you go, guys. So make sure you come out here real quick. Where are you located if people want to swim?
We are located in Hilliard, Ohio, 3850 Veterans Memorial Drive. We are right across from Hilliard Heritage Middle School.
Nice.
And off of Scioto Darby Road.
All right, well, we're going to continue being lazy on the Lazy River. Give you more cool pool tips all morning long. So we'll see you later, guys. It's a beautiful day to be out by the pool, and this morning we're live here at Hilliard Family Aquatic Center giving you some cool pool safety tips, because of course safety is cool, and also touring the facility. But right now, Anastasia, we're going to see a little bit of a demonstration of what could possibly happen if your kids aren't prepared to swim, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have Alex over here. Wave to the camera, Alex. We have Troy. So Alex is playing just a young kid, like 10 years old?
Or 10 or younger.
10 or younger, okay.
Yep.
And Troy's our lifeguard. They're both lifeguard instructors here. So what are we about to see? And I'm going to say you guys go for it.
So if a child goes off the diving board, a lot of the time they don't realize how deep the water is, and it's hard for them to swim. So they start to struggle. A lifeguard does a long whistle, enters the water to save them. Another lifeguard comes into the chair to replace them. They go ahead and get their victims, swim them to the side. A lot of the time, if they don't have a whistle in their mouth, they'll talk to them, reassure them, ask them if they're okay.
Right.
But we have a pretty quick response time here. That was
amazing.
That was pretty accurate.
What's your name?
So.
I'm sorry to get your name. Haley?
Haley.
So Haley, I didn't even know, was ready to pounce on there. And that was a great job. Giving you guys a round of applause. Alex and Troy.
Great job, guys.
I gotta say, Alex is of course bigger than a kid, so Troy, double thumbs up for that. So when people come out here to the pool this summer, in what ways do they need to test their kid to make sure they can swim? Because a lot of places like here don't have a swim test.
Right, correct. So we actually do not have a swim test. It's pretty much just at your discretion if you think your kid is, strong enough of a swimmer to go off the diving board.
Okay.
My recommendation is to have them go into water that's over their head and swim one length of a lap. So our competition pool back here is 25 yards and it's 5 feet. So if they want to practice in there. But from here to the ladder is, I think less than 25 yards. So if they can swim that over their head, they're good.
Wow, what a great tip. Because your parents come out and you don't know, okay, they can kind of swim, they got the life jacket, and they need to be able to swim without one of those life jackets.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
They cannot have any sort of flotation device off the diving board.
All right, well, you know what? Another cool pool tip this morning. Can we give a round of applause to Alex, who played a very convincing 10-year-old or younger, and Troy for being an awesome lifeguard. We're keeping our kids safe, guys.
Round of applause.
Nice.
Cam.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Is Cam going to get in the, is he going to dive? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not allowed.
Oh, he is too.
Hey, welcome back to Good Day Columbus, guys. We're having a Fry-yay. That's what I like to call it, a Fry-yay at the pool here at Hilliard Family Aquatic Center. And any moment, this big bucket is gonna pour down on us, right?
It's gonna dump.
But see, we're very smart because we're in a spot that really can't get that wet. But talk about first this area that we're in right now.
Yeah, this is the interactive pool. So this is what we kind of refer to as our baby pool.
Yep. There we go.
There we go.
Covering you right there and protecting you.
Thank you. So this is where a lot of the younger kids hang out with their parents. These are like the baby slides and that type of thing. Yeah.
And I love that it's so interactive. You go around, you can play with the levers.
Yeah.
If you put your hands on certain holes, like the other side type of the water shoots. Edwin was having a ball with that one right there. Because you put your hand on one, the others go further.
However, you're not technically supposed to do that.
Oh, Edwin, you're breaking the rules. See, we're showing you everything you're not supposed to do.
Yes, absolutely.
But we're also giving cool pool tips this morning.
Yes,
and one
very
thing that
cool.
you do want to take note of that I really enjoy is parents' responsibility over kids while they're at the pool.
Yes.
Talk about what their role needs to be.
So a parent's role at the pool is absolutely to be a supervisor. So preventing drowning starts right at the source, and that is educating your children on how to be safe in the water and keeping an eye on them. Obviously, lifeguards are in place.
Yeah.
They are here to prevent emergencies and respond to emergencies,
Right.
but it is the responsibility of the parent to keep an eye on their children at all times.
I mean, in a nutshell, and forgive me if this is too harsh, but lifeguards shouldn't be your babysitter at the pool. They're there to protect everybody, but you should still have an eye and know where your kids are, right?
Yes, absolutely. And every once in a while, a kid gets lost, and we have protocol on how to, help them find their parent, and we're more than happy to do that. But it is really important to know your child's ability as far as their swimming skills, and also to know where they are, keep an eye on them, and make sure that they're not in a dangerous situation.
And what's remarkable to me, even in just this kiddie area over here, you have Troy as a representation of a lifeguard. Hey, Troy! Hey, he's who saved Alex earlier. Good dude right there, good dude. But how many lifeguards are just stationed at this spot?
So in this pool, there are 3 lifeguards.
Three? Just
yes.
for this area?
Yeah, and so throughout the whole pool, throughout the day, at one time, we have 38 lifeguards on at a time.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So all morning long, we're giving you a tour of this place. Coming up in the next hour, yes, I'm going down the slide, but here's a little secret. I'm trying not to get my hair wet, and I think I can do it. Because I got a long day still. I got shoots after, we got Good Day Marketplace later on. So I know, Jessica, you asked that earlier. I've been good so far. I'm just trying to cover it.
Well, it's also about that electronic equipment you got in there going, so you got to be careful with that.
I know Cam is so good at everything. I want to see him do a
Edwin
cool
agrees.
dive or something.
Also, Cameron Fontana, he is live at the Hilliard Family Aquatic Center this morning. Cameron, what's going on there? You're clearly working hard.
Yeah, you know, I'm just holding on for the tease, guys, to stay here as long as I can. The muscles are getting stretched, but you know what? Check out this view. A beautiful day to start thinking about coming out to the pool as summer gets going. But in this hour, we're going to bring you some more cool pool tips. But first, we're going to go down the slide!
There he goes, there he goes, there he goes.
Yeah, he's gone.
Hair's gonna get wet, Cam. What's he gonna do?
It'll just like water off a duck's back. Nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
Oh, very nice.
Cam's been outside this morning at the Hilliard Family Aquatic Center, sharing
Yes.
tips to make your trip to the pool a safe one. Very important, but you gotta have fun too.
You do, and they have it there because he's already been on the lazy river, and now he's going to check out one of the big slides, right, Cam?
Yeah, that's right, Sean. As Jessica said, you know, it's all about having fun, but you can be safe at the same time. So Anastasia has been sharing some great, cool pool tips, as we like to call them, all morning long. Are you having fun so far?
I'm having tons of fun.
Yes. Okay.
Always
so
tons of fun here.
when maneuvering around the park and going up on the steps, especially in relation to the slides, what are some safety tips that people need to take note of?
Always walk. Walking is one of the most important things at the pool. We have a lot of cement here, and the stairs are cement, so you
Yeah.
don't want to trip and fall and hurt yourself.
I have a tendency to do that shuffle, where it's
Yeah.
like that quick thing. You don't want to do that. That's no bueno.
Always walk. And the other thing, especially with this slide, is when you have a tube, you don't want to walk inside it. If you walk inside it, you're likely to get trapped and then fall down the steps.
And I know a lot of times you have height requirements and the parents get involved. I've even seen it. Oh, come on, can you let my kid do it? That's not something you guys can move on, right?
No, it's not. Actually, all of our height requirements are set by the state. So it's actually a state law and a state regulation. If we were to let someone go that was too short, we could risk getting shut down and also not being able to use the slides.
You don't want to be an
ever
enemy
again.
of the state.
No, absolutely not.
That's not good.
Yeah.
So
So
you
they.
have two slides here, Anastasia. Talk about the difference between the two, starting with the yellow one.
So the yellow slide is a body slide.
Okay.
You have to lay on your back at all times, keep your arms crossed across your chest.
Okay.
And that one just kind of shoots you into the water. You don't need a tube. You can't use a raft or anything like that. This blue and white slide, we actually just got resurfaced. It used to be red if you've ever seen our facility before, but it's new. So this one, you can take a single raft down or a double raft down. You can go down with a partner.
Cool.
Yeah, so they're pretty cool. I like them a lot.
All right, well, coming up in our next segment, we're going to go over all the cool pool tips that we learned from before. But right now, I'm going to go in this right here. So I'm going to hand the microphone to Anastasia. Here we go. And we're going to go down forward first, right? Not
Forward
backwards
first only. Forward first only.
All right. And if you want to do a play-by-play, Anastasia, go for it. This is your moment.
All right. He is down the first dip, going around the first curve. Having a blast. And we're going around the second curve right now. Third. And he is getting ready to hit the water in 3, 2, 1.
Woo! And he stayed in it. Oh, that looks so fun, doesn't
Look,
it?
of course he's making sure his
Yeah.
hair is on point.
Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. It's fine. Okay.
Welcome back. Now, we're wrapping up our time here at Hilliard's Family Aquatic Center and just kind of want to give you a wrap-up of the events here. So, Anastasia, first, sunscreen.
Yes.
A lot of times with the spray, you need to do what?
Rub it in.
Rub it in.
Yep.
Rub in the spray and don't spray it on your face directly, right?
Spray it on your hands and then rub it on your face.
A lot of people miss that, including myself. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, how do parents know when their kid is ready to swim on their own?
If they can swim pretty much the length of a lap in water that's over their head.
Very nice. And what about lifeguards and the parents' role to their kids?
Parents should be the main supervisor here. Lifeguards are here to respond to emergencies and to prevent them from happening, but it's definitely up to the parents to watch.
It's such an obvious tip, but there are parents out there that just let their kids go, and they really need to watch over them so the lifeguards can focus on everyone as a whole, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So here at the pool, obviously, we've had such a fun morning. When can people come out, and how does admission work?
So we are a cash-only facility. So children, which is ages 3 to 9, are $8.
Okay.
Adults, 10 and up, are $10. Senior citizens, which we actually consider 55 and up because you can join our senior center at 55.
All right.
That's $3. And then we are open from 12 to 9 Monday through Saturday, and then we open from 12 to 7 on Sundays. And then the Hilliard East Pool, which is actually on Schertzinger Road, is our other facility, and their prices are $8 for adults and $6 for children.
Perfect. Are you excited about summer
So
coming
I am
up?
so excited about summer.
What's
I've been
your favorite
so ready.
thing about going out to the pool?
I just love my staff. I'm really, really blessed to have a great staff, not only people that I work directly with next to me, but also the people that work under me. And I feel so honored to be their boss. So.
Well, you, along with your staff, have helped us out so much this morning. Anastasia, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys could come out. Yeah.
We had a great time and mission successful. The hair's drying okay. Woo!
Ass in the sand, not a word.